What's up, LLAMAS family? Welcome back to our channel. I know it's been a long time. I know you guys probably have a lot of questions, and that's why we are here to answer them for you today.
But if you guys are new to our channel, welcome. And to our OG subscribers, welcome back.
So let's go ahead and start at the beginning of the story, how this all came about and how it started, and what led us to the decision to move here today. So back in September of 2019, my job started talking to me about an offer, basically a promotion in my position, but that promotion was also going to come with a relocation. So I wasn't too sure about it at first. I spoke to her about it, didn't even know what I was going to be getting paid or anything like that. So the offer was on the table. We didn't know what exactly, where exactly, or any of the specific details. They just kind of put it out there for me to start considering to see if it was something that we would be interested in. So the wifey and I talked it over, and we just kind of went, back and forth to see what would work out for us. We decided that we were ready for a change, and that it would be good for us to kind of take that leap, take that step forward. So I went ahead and told my company, like, yeah, we are interested. What is this all about? So once I responded to them and told them that yes, we were interested, we kind of started to put together a game plan. They told me to kind of make a list of what my expectations were, what it would take for us to move out there. Keep in mind, I had no idea what to even expect, because I didn't know what the pay rates were in that area, or like what the benefits or anything like that were going to be like. So I reached out to my general manager, who was helping me out a lot during this whole time, and he kind of gave me like an idea of what I should be expecting. So I went ahead and submitted that, and then after that it was just a waiting game. We waited for what, like
a long time,
2-3 months before we even heard anything back. And during this time we were just like, we weren't sure if it was going to happen or not. We were just like, it's out there, whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
We kind of started talking to her family a little bit. Not her, well, yeah, more your mom, huh?
More my mom.
So yeah, we just kind of talked to her about it and see what she thought about it, and she was kind of iffy about it. Keep in mind, like, we were both born and raised in San Diego. Our whole family is there. We've never left San Diego, so this was something that was definitely life-changing and a huge decision for us.
So it was definitely something to think about for myself, because my dad owns a duplex, so my whole life I lived with my parents, and then when we got married, we moved in next door to my parents' house, and we've lived there since then. So this was gonna be like my first time moving anywhere.
Yeah.
So it was like super scary. Oh my god, I'm getting emotional. Sorry guys. Go ahead, finish.
So this was going to be a huge change for both of us, especially for her, just because she had never really left home. Once we got married, we moved right next door. So, and that's where we had been for all these years. So, so this was definitely huge, you know, but she was on board with it. She supported me, and, you know, we just kind of decided, fuck, you know, let's do it. Let's go for it, you know. So then a few months go by, and I get a confirmation that it had been approved, and basically that we were good to go. I started getting some more information on where we were going and what we were going to be, you know, what the transition was going to be like and all of that. So that's when it really started hitting us, like, oh dang, we're really going to be moving, you know. So we started trying to go get like boxes and stuff like that to start packing, because they gave us a time frame of like a month or something like that, roughly. Yeah, we were expected to go sometime like in January, I believe.
Beginning January.
Yeah, something like that. So we were like, oh man, it's time, you know. And this was like in December or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, we started kind of packing things here and there, and then I got so the property that I was supposed to be going to, I'm in property management, maintenance. So the property I was going to be going to, it was going to be a brand new property that was still under construction, and basically I was going to be the maintenance manager at that community there, and oversee all of the construction, sign off walk units and all of that, you know, make sure everything was good to go for the opening of the property. But I guess plans changed. I got a notice from my regional manager that I was going to be going to a different property instead, one that was already open, up and running. Still a brand new property. It had just opened in August
of 2019.
But it was already about maybe 40% occupied, so it was already rolling. It was already, construction was done. There was a few pending items here and there, but not like the other one where it was going to be a brand new, you know, fresh start. So I went ahead and I was like, okay, well that works. You know, it ended up being in a better neighborhood too, more of like a family-friendly neighborhood. There's schools close by, shopping, you know, stores, grocery stores, everything you can possibly think of that you need is like within walking distance here. Mm-hmm. So I thought that was pretty cool, and also it was already established, so that means we could move in ASAP. With the other property, I was probably gonna have to fly out first and then stay there for like, you know, a couple weeks at a time, and then come back home until I can move my family out there, until we had an apartment to move into. So that was a plus. It ended up working out. So once we received confirmation 100% that this was going to happen, that's when we really started talking to our family members and really informing them that, hey, you know, we're going to be moving pretty soon. So that's when we talked to her dad, you know, her mom, like, and more like basically confirming that we were going to be going. That's when I reached out to my family and told them, hey, we're going to be moving. And also as it got closer, it was a bit of a frustrating process, because can you imagine, like, we've never moved or made a big move like this ever before, so we were really anxious. We didn't know what to expect. We were freaking nervous about it. We were like, you know, everything. So it got a little frustrating because there was a lot of like miscommunication between myself and my regionals, and you know, as far as like, do I have a place to move into? I had a date. They gave me a date, like, hey, you're going on this day, but I didn't know like where I was moving into. I was like, hey, I need to make sure I have everything set for when I get there. I don't want to struggle, you know, because I had, you know, my wife and my kids with me, so I wanted to make sure we were going to be good. Long story short, like, everything ended up working out. I got in touch with the community manager here at this property, and we ended up figuring everything out. Got my apartment set up and everything. And then so once we had the date set that we were going to be moving, we started making arrangements to hang out with family. We had like a little going away get together at our house before we were gonna be leaving. Friends started coming over to hang out with us and stuff like that, and even help us pack. So basically, all that was left was moving day. And on moving day, I want to give a huge shout out to our compadres Harry and Yadi, because they actually helped us move over there. So they drove with us over there. I had to rent a U-Haul. I drove the U-Haul, and then she drove in our car. But they came with us. So my compadre Harry, he drove in the U-Haul with me, and then our comadre Yadi, she drove in the car with her.
And the kids.
And the kids, basically.
For 8 hours.
Yeah, so it's an 8-hour drive where we went, guys. And they came with us that freaking way, and they booked a flight back home because we needed help unloading the U-Haul. You know, we don't know anybody over here. We didn't have any family, no friends, nothing over here.
Anybody.
So
here.
we were basically gonna get here, move in, but you know, it would have been impossible for me and her to move everything out of that U-Haul. You know, or it would have took a really long time. For us to get that done. So huge thank you to them.
We love you guys.
Yeah, for sure. They drove out here with us, helped us unload. They stayed a couple days, made us feel, you know, it's a scary thing, guys. Honestly, like moving out of your hometown city like that, just out of nowhere, not knowing anybody. It was really comforting to have them around, at least for that weekend. You know, like they made us kind of help us settle in a little bit. You know. So as far as our apartment, guys, I do live on site where I work. So I am now the maintenance supervisor or maintenance manager at the community where I'm living at. So I have an apartment here at the complex that I basically run. So it's pretty cool. I've never lived on site before at a job. So wake up in the morning, walk out the door, and I'm at work. So it's pretty cool. I don't deal with traffic. I don't have to drive anywhere. You know, she gets to keep the car to just take the kids to school. You know, go to the grocery store or whatever she has to do. So that's pretty cool. And we hardly waste any gas anymore because everything is like so close.
So close. We don't put gas until the 3rd week.
Yeah, we put gas like every 3 weeks. So it's pretty cool.
Okay, so you guys are probably wondering, where the hell did we move?
Right.
So from San Diego to where we're at, it took 8 hours to drive.
8-hour drive.
8-hour drive.
We are still in California.
Yeah, we are.
We didn't leave the state, but we basically did like Tupac says, from Diego to the Bay. So yeah, guys, we're in the Bay Area, man. It's not San Francisco. It's just north of San Jose, south of San Francisco. So it's a really nice neighborhood, growing community. It's really techy, technology, like known for its technology. Silicon Valley, freaking Google building, Facebook, a bunch of Amazon buildings, Tesla.
Everything.
It's crazy technology here, guys. And it's a really good community to basically raise a family in. So yeah, guys, with that being said, we are here now at our new home, finally getting settled in, finally got all of our furniture, which it took forever. We were without a couch for the freaking longest. It seemed like forever. We were just sitting on some beach chairs right here.
Because we didn't bring any furniture from back home. We just wanted to start fresh and buy everything new. So yeah, we were struggling for like a month or so, but...
Well guys, that's about it on our trip over here and what led up to this moment. We hope you guys understand why we've been away so long, and we hope you guys are still here to support us. Like I said, stay tuned. We are going to be uploading a lot more content now that we're settled in finally.
Alright, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and also click that bell button so you guys can get notified every time we post a new video. And don't forget, together we make a family. Peace.